time come for bread and don't
Is AfroVibes.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, world. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Houston. Good morning, USA. That's right. Should I say good morning, Iran? Sorry about that, Iran. That's right. You had to get it on your head this morning. But that's right. We're on AfroVibes Radio. Shout out to our sponsors, Not Just Okay. I got Rocky Boston in the building. What's up, Rocky? Ladies and gentlemen, she's a fashion designer. That's right. She designs, she makes clothes, she does couture, she does runway. Her name is Rocky Boston. That's right, Houston's finest. That's right. To my left, I got Dan Vera. Vera, what are you doing on the phone? Vera, that's right. Supermodel Vera's in the building. That's right. Daniela Camacho's in the building. That's right. Official, sweetie.
Hey.
We're here on the Tea Club. Shout out to AfroVibes Radio for hosting us too. And shout out to Not Just Okay. We're here with Rocky Boston. Rocky promises to spill the tea. That's right. But Rocky, you ready?
I'm ready.
That's
I'm
right.
ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please speak into your mic well. Please tune in, locked in. That's right. We're ready to go on the Tea Club. Daniela, please do us the honors, my man.
All right, Rocky. You look like you're running out of tea, but I'm gonna need you to lift that cup up real quick. Pinkies up, and I'm gonna swear. You ready? Do you solemnly swear to spill the tea and nothing but the tea, so help you? Tea? I solemnly swear.
Okay. That's right. So I know that Vera's got some questions for you. Well,
Yes.
welcome to the show. We're glad to have you. You look lovely, by the way. I don't know what you're wearing, but it looks. What do you call that?
I call it my stuff. I just made it the other day.
Oh, it's not a tutu. Is it?
It's reminiscent of a tutu, but it's not a tutu.
That's right.
It's a Rocky too.
It's a
Rocky
too.
too.
That's right. I like that. Rocky too.
We're all about that. We're all about originality. So.
Yes.
Well, then this is perfect. 'Cause that's all I do.
So I wanted to know what cities have you showcased in?
So my first city that I did, obviously I started here in Houston. I'm originally from Detroit, so crazy enough I haven't done
East Coast, stand up. That's right.
I haven't done anything there yet, but I've done New York, Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So all of Texas pretty much, like all the
Yeah,
big cities.
taking over Texas. Trying.
Shooting shots already. Mommy's taking over Texas. That's right. Oh.
One city at a time.
Do you style like video shoots and maybe like magazines and stuff like that, or what? How do you like promote your stuff?
Okay, this is not to be cocky in any way.
Yeah, no.
But honestly, I don't really promote
please be
a lot.
cocky.
Don't
be humble in here.
I just post things, and a lot of stylists contact me. So
that's
they're
fun.
like, "Oh, I have a client," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. What you need? What's up?" And so
Yeah.
they just come pick it up. They'll style it. They'll tag me, and then I don't really contact people directly. Now people have been coming to me directly, and they're like, "Hey, I need this." But other than that, it's really just stylists kind of contact me, and they do all the work for me. So I don't really have to do a whole lot except make
Who
it.
all have you worked with?
Let's see.
Anybody we know?
My first celebrity, Houston, actually was Brittany. Just Brittany.
Oh,
Yeah, she
cool.
was the first one to request my dress. She saw it on one of our friends who is another designer. She wore it and she was like, "I need that dress." And she contacted me directly and was like, "I need to wear it." And I was like, "All right, bet." And she
that's
wore it and she
fun.
looked great. She wore it to the Hip Hop Awards like 2 or 3 years ago. Who else? I mean, I always work with Jay Milan. She's like family. She's always in my stuff.
She just had a birthday.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. She just had a birthday. A show. It was huge. Let's see who else. Oh, Masika. She wore one of my
Oh,
dresses.
cool. Yeah, she's in here in town a lot.
Yes, she
Houston,
is. Yeah, so she wore one of mine. That actually really like set it off in a good way for me because I was kind of low key at that time, and then a lot of people were like, "Oh snap! So you just out here with celebrities?" I was like,
Right.
"I didn't even meet her. It was a stylist. I didn't go through her. They came to me." So
That's always good though.
Yeah.
You know, you can have that on your radar.
Oh yeah, I mean, nobody really thinks about like the fact that I'm really just at home handing off clothes. They just think, oh, it's you directly. So I'm like, I'll take it.
Right.
What about you, sweetie? You got a question for this beautiful
So
lady?
you handcrafted this yourself?
Yes, girl. Yes.
Mom.
Oh, well, how did you learn? How did you learn how to do that?
Honestly, I'm really into science and taking stuff apart. So I really just like to take stuff apart and figure it out myself. I went to school, sort of, not really,
Sort of,
in
not
a way.
really.
But
That's
I
a new
had-
one, Rocky. It's sort of, not really.
You know what she mean, Heaven?
I don't know what she means. I know sort of, not really.
I mean,
I sort of not really know what she
You
means.
can like take classes
Yeah.
but not finish them, and you kind of already get it.
see,
You know?
so you
You
get
gotta-
it. You get it.
I guess it's a girl thing.
No, it's a sort of college student thing.
I
just
did
a girl
designing
thing.
too, but swimwear because clothes was too like hard for me.
It gets difficult, you know. So I went to school for
But
it.
I
so
get what you're saying. Like I get what you're coming
I just didn't finish those classes. I switched so I could graduate.
You're here now, mommy.
You know?
You're
right.
That's why I'm like, I just take stuff apart and figure it
Yeah,
out.
that's the first thing I noticed was your entire outfit when you walked in. I was wondering. I was like, "Ooh, where she got that from?" But girl, you made it. Okay.
I did.
Yeah, cut up, girl.
Cut up, girl. I like that. Jesus, isn't it? Daniela,
Alrighty.
do you think that you can wear some of Rocky Boston's clothes?
Oh, absolutely. I was looking at her page and I was like, okay, she's got models, like whatever she needs. If you do anything petite, I'm the one.
Shoot your shot.
So, no, seriously. So, like I said, I showed you that one picture on her page. I'll follow her page is Rocky, what is it?
Rocky.Boston.
Rocky.Boston. She's got some really unique, different, and up class, like high skill. Looks like something you could wear pretty much to an important event.
Lingerie couture with a
Yeah, you
student.
could like
it.
be naked under this.
That's it.
Yes.
I was appropriate for you guys.
Yeah.
See,
That's
I
real
need me a jumpsuit. You see that top? I want you to just continue all the way to the
We
bottom.
prefer
Oh, I already have
inappropriate,
one.
but that's
You
okay.
got
I already have one, girl.
I need to go look at you. You got a website already?
Yes.
I don't put honestly. I did my website and Instagram and social media has taken over that. I don't even. People go to my website to book a consultation. I post everything on Instagram and everybody just goes straight there. So you go to my Instagram.
Oh, I can go on there.
because it's been my new collection.
I like
so
that.
you got the exclusive. Just text me, girl.
Okay, girl.
So you got your own studio where you sit down, you do consultations with different people.
Well, I meet everyone at the fabric store so they can see it. I don't do consultations anywhere else because I like people to see the fabric and see what they're getting into.
Touch the fabric, feel the fabric and stuff. So, I think, what was the name of your show? The Rocky? I know you had a fashion show called the Rocky...
Rocky in the City.
Rocky in the City, yeah. Part 2. I saw bits and glimpses and pieces of that and it looked excellent. So what do you think, like, is there a market? I know that was your second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it like, when is Rocky in the City Part 3 coming out?
Rocky in the City Part 3 is going to be on a whole nother level.
You better make sure I'm in it. I'm the DJ. Rocky in the City Part 3, when?
I can't tell you that yet.
Come on, Rocky. You're supposed to spill the
I
tea.
can't spill that tea yet, you know. But I
Are we
will
looking at
say-
September Fashion Week?
Oh no, it's
Is
going
it
to be
here in
much
Houston?
sooner. It's going to definitely be in Houston. For sure.
So Rocky in the City is a fashion show.
By Rocky
It-
Boston.
apparently it is. I didn't even think about it until you just said it.
Well,
I'm
what
like,
about this? What about, because I like that your name Rocky. It's like if you wanted to do like a, what I want to say, fitness, you can do like Rocky in the mountain. If you want to do swimsuits, you can do Rocky in the lake. It's like
Rocky in the lake.
Yeah, it's like that sound cool because your name Rocky. You can do a lot of things.
Rocky
with
on
it.
the beach.
Yeah, Rocky on the
That's
beach.
true. I didn't
yeah.
think
Rocky in the
Yeah,
club.
that would be so
Yeah.
cool.
Rocky in the sea.
Or
That's
like,
really
or like
creative.
rock my gear. I don't know.
Rock my
That's-
gear.
that's-
Yeah, rock my gear.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's.
My name is Rocky Boston, Rock My Gear.
Yeah. That's, okay, I just.
Who you rocking with?
Who you rocking with?
Who you rocking? No
There you
question
go.
asked. It's in the name.
That's it.
That's awesome. So, what is something that inspires your designs?
Okay, so usually I like to design with just women in mind that are real powerful and just like own who they are. Like just when they wear my stuff, I want them to feel even more powerful than what they already felt before. And if they didn't feel powerful, they feel just like for the night.
Like, damn,
I'm
I
killing
look
it.
good.
Yeah, I'm killing it. And My goal is to like make the regular t-shirt like this, like, oh, this is my throw-on shirt, but really it's like going to like high level, high end. It's like, that's your throw-on shirt? Yes, it is. So
Yeah.
This is what I wear
I feel
on a
you.
regular
I'm
basis.
catching
The t-shirt's
your
yours too, right?
Absolutely.
Everything.
I feel like it's the little details that just make it pop. Like the
Yeah.
words on the sleeves, on the neck. Like you
Yeah.
can just rock that, like that belt, and just like some cute.
Oh, she got her name on the belt, Rocky.
Rocky came ready today.
Yes, she
She
is.
That's
said, "I'm the topic of
Okay,
conversation."
Rocky's
Here I am.
extremely ready today.
Yep. I mean, it'll be weird if I showed up in like Forever 21. It's like,
For
Right,
sure.
and you just said,
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Jesus, shooting shots at Forever 21. Forever 21, send us a check. We're shouting you out. That's right, we're on the T Club. Shout out to Not Just Okay too. Rocky Boss is in the building. What?
Forever 21 can't send you no check. They're going bankrupt.
Well, still send us a check. That's right, they got money.
Ain't they?
Sell some stuff. Yeah, we're helping them out.
You need
with
to
that.
send no check.
sorry to Forever 21.
They used to so no store. There's no retail outlet right now for you, is there?
Oh, no.
And
No.
do you want to go that
I want to
route?
keep my clients exclusive. I want to keep my brand exclusive. I don't want to. It's just me doing it right now, so it would be crazy for me to try to.
Somebody
open
has
a
to
store.
cut you a big check to put it
Huge,
in a store,
huge
right?
check. Real ginormous.
Vera knows everything about big checks.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Daniela knows everything about big checks. Sweetie too. Yeah, these are the two. You want big checks? Talk to these three. They know how to get big checks.
Wait, so you say it's exclusive, so it's like you don't make more than one piece of something?
Well, because it's me right now, most of my clients they're wanting custom stuff. Unless they're like, oh, I saw that you posted this on Instagram, I want that. And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll make it real quick.
So
But
if you were to get like a boutique, would you make multiple?
I probably wouldn't get a boutique. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What?
Online,
You say you gonna stay
everything.
online?
No, not so much online. Like
Consultation.
I'll show up at like a pop-up shop or something.
Oh,
but
yeah.
right now, I don't really want my brand to just be just out there, just everywhere.
Anybody, yeah.
Commercial.
You know?
Is
You want
there
it
a
to be
benefit to
exclusive.
having that? I mean, I know there are pros and cons, but what's your thinking like? What's your strategy like? Okay, I don't want it out there right now because I want to do.
Well, because it's just me right now, and so it wouldn't be smart. And two, I'm really into like the way they used to do things, and they had ateliers, and that's a French term for like a fashion house where they make everything in house. It's not manufactured. So I pride myself on making everything handmade. So if you see something beaded, I beaded it. I did it
Yeah.
because that's important to me. And Chanel actually bought a whole bunch of French houses in Paris so that the whole atelier vibe wouldn't die out because manufacturing is huge right now. And so the Chanel bought all those houses up to keep that handcrafted,
Authenticity.
handmade haute couture vibe alive.
Yeah.
So
So that's what you're going for. That's kind of
that's
like
where I'm
your
going
inspiration.
for. Yeah, I want to keep it that way, and I want to bring on more people so that I can teach them and they can learn the handcrafted, and
Right.
because there's something exclusive about it. So my clients like that.
Right,
so
exactly.
I'm here to
Nobody
please my
else
clients.
is gonna. Nobody else. You're not gonna
Nobody
see
else
anybody
knows
else.
that.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
manufactured, people are just gonna look like it's very saturated.
Anybody
Yeah.
can do it. Like
Yeah.
like stuff like this. Yeah, that's fine. This is a T-shirt. They got that's cool. You can wear that. That's cool. But when it comes to handcrafted things, I wanted to keep a lot of certain things exclusive. So it's like
Right.
not everybody has it.
Right.
Like if you have one of my dresses, you got that directly from me because I don't have like 5 of the same dresses in the store.
Right.
For now, that could change. With the big
Yeah.
check. and
So
all
what
that.
is your your ultimate goal? Like where are you going for? Like right now you're just working with designers or stylists, but what is your ultimate goal as in for this year 2020? Like where do you want to see yourself and your designs going?
Well, so one of my ultimate
She's
goals.
excited.
I am because
She said one of
2020
them.
I planned 2020 and 2019.
Good.
So
Right.
That's how it should be.
That-
That's
yeah,
how it should be.
exactly.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
So 2020 is looking real bright for me. I'm really just trying to be on every red carpet. When I say like I want the because I see myself as a celebrity too. So I'm like, I'm the celebrities designer. I'm y'all's
Right.
designer, which you need. So I want them to come to me for the red carpets, for the big deals, it's on some low key like, oh, that's your dress. Oh, it is. Oh, is that my dress? That's just my dress on that runway.
Yeah.
Isn't it just real casual, like no big deal. But the Met Gala is huge. That's the
Oh, yeah.
biggest night in fashion.
Yeah.
That's where I'm trying to
Stressful.
be. May 4th, Monday, May 4th. That's where I'm trying to. I don't physically have to be there, but I always say, you know, if I'm not there, my dresses are. So I just want to be on every major red carpet. That's big for me.
So you want to spill the tea on that night? Who's going to the Met Gala from Houston? That's when you. Who do you think?
I don't even know, honestly. It's
Beyonce, call us. That's right. Rocky Boston's here. Beyonce, you need to be wearing Rocky
Oh, she'll
Boston.
Yeah, right.
She does. She
Yeah,
does.
she does.
Selena Gomez is from Houston.
Is she?
Yeah.
So Rocky, tell me. Obviously, fashion is very big around the world, and I just think the fashion. I think the fashion center in Houston, from my point of view right now, needs more people like you. So I mean, what's your what's if we're looking at the fashion industry in Houston, it looks non-existent. That's why I was like, I mean, you're extremely talented, so there are opportunities like in New York and LA,
Right.
for that. So, are you calling Houston home? Or are you trying to create a fashion industry in Houston?
So this is my thing is I want the city of Houston to take over and be one of those fashion meccas that people can look at.
Do you think it can?
Oh, absolutely. But I think it's going to take people like me and Jay Milan, who just had her show, Jimmy Burner, Rich God, Chassie Sorrell, all of us, Jasmine Simone, to just really stay, and really keep pushing the agenda of real fashion and not making it so saturated where it's like there's a fashion show every other day, but it's like they forget about the designers. I'm a huge designers advocate. So there's model advocates, but then there's people that are advocate for designers, and I am that because I feel like a lot of times we get lost in it because they're like, oh, we need a stylist, and they don't think designer. They don't think, a lot of these people really are making their stuff. They really are sitting down and designing these things that people take for granted and like, I need a stylist. It's like, you're not a stylist. No offense to stylists, but I'm literally at home handcrafting these things, and it's important for me to push that agenda to have more programs where younger girls can really thrive. I really could.
That's
But
true.
I don't
That's true
wanna
with
do
what
that.
you're making right now.
I don't want to do that because when I went to New York, they were like really treating me like, wow, like they didn't even want to fix the hair without saying, it's Rocky here, bring her downstairs. We need to make sure she checks the hair.
It should be.
No,
Yes,
it's
I
like
never
that,
had that
though.
treatment though.
Yeah.
I
That's-
never had that.
That's,
It's your
that's-
look.
Yeah.
And that's
They
the
gotta
East Coast
represent it how
thing
you
too.
want.
Like there's, like we treat people like, once you start making products and you start making waves in New York or whether it's on the East Coast, Philly, DC, you're treated as you should be treated. Like it takes a lot of time and energy and also creativity to make the outfits that you're making. That's really one of the reasons why I reached out to you, because like I didn't expect. I saw one of the outfits that you put on Jay Mulan, and I just didn't expect like the quality, the detail, the symmetry, the creativity. I didn't expect that, and I was like, who is this woman who's doing this? I want her. I want to be close to her. I want to know who she is. I want to be able to talk to her, pick her brain. So, I salute you on that. Actually.
So if I wanted to order a custom piece for you,
Look at you, shoot
How
your shot.
long?
Ask for the AfroVibes radio discount. The AfroVibes radio discount.
I ain't
Come on,
I ain't gonna
Rocky.
ask for no discount because she's doing hers.
Fendi ain't got
If
no
she
discount.
offers one,
She ain't got no discount.
Yeah,
If
but
Fendi ain't got no discount, she ain't got no
But
discount.
trust me, when Beyonce calls and say, Fendi, I need an outfit, Fendi's like, we'll send you whatever you want.
buy one get one free.
Yeah, in those cases,
No,
it works
all of
like
it
that.
free.
Yeah,
It
right.
works like that in those cases.
Well, how long does it take for you to make a custom piece?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, we want to
Like,
know.
really want to know?
Yes.
Okay, so I do this all day. So honestly,
So we're taking out your time right now.
no, I'm off today.
It's the week.
But honestly, if you hit me today, and like I need a dress tonight, I'll get it to you tonight.
Okay, but
Wow.
wait, I
Cause I'm a boss.
Okay, I like sparkling. I like sparkling.
East Coast stand up, Detroit!
Wait.
Bosses in the building, in it!
Okay, wait. Okay, me. Every
Ken! I got a Sorry, sweetie. I just had to let that go. She's like, I'm a boss!
Save the fact.
Shout out to the
Save
boss,
the
Rocky
fact.
Boston.
Okay, so me. I like sparkly things. It's like I'm not going nowhere
how
if I'm not
sparkly, sweetie?
sparkling. So if it's not sparkling, I don't want it. You get what I'm saying?
I got all the sparkles.
How long would it take you to make a custom sparkly outfit?
A
Like I
day.
said, it just depends on like for my
You could
clients.
do one day.
My clients, I have very loyal clients.
Is that a rush order?
I have very loyal clients, and I cater to my people. Okay, so
Yeah.
when they keep money in my pocket,
Right.
you know, and they make it to where I can do this all day, and I can just, oh, okay, yeah, 1 o'clock, cool, I'll be there. I didn't do, even though I have a lot to do, but I have that luxury because of the clients I have. So their loyalty causes me to be like, what you need?
Yeah.
Today, bet I got you. Like we're on some like black card member type stuff. Like I'm exclusive to you. So what you need, and let me go ahead and get it done.
That's nice. That lets me know like you really
Yeah,
pride
I don't-
yourself in your work.
That's why I
like,
say
you
I
love
don't
it.
like to have 1,000 clients.
Yeah.
Like, I like to keep it real exclusive because I can really like
Yeah.
because they
Give it your all.
contact me.
Give it
I
your
need a
all.
photo shoot.
And then you can take your time to do whatever you want to do.
That's it, or not take my time because they be last minute a lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
it last minute, very last minute.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I've learned the value of exclusivity. I've learned the value of like people when they come back to you over and over and over again. Like, Rocky, I have a photo shoot that I have an idea for. One of my clients wants to be an elf on a shelf, and she was like, I need a bodysuit. I was like, I don't make no bodysuit. I'll make it for you. When do you need it? She's like, my photo shoot's in 2 days. Bet I'll be there tomorrow.
So you work better under pressure, you would say?
I need to work better, not under pressure.
That's
When you give
me.
too
I
much
work better
time,
under pressure.
too much
Yeah.
time, I'm just like, what do I do today? I don't know. Let me just watch Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Again.
Exactly.
Really,
So
you know?
what is your daily routine or schedule like? What do you do? Like you ain't got one.
On a busy day or like a regular day?
Busy
what
day.
are your do you have a lot of busy days?
Every day is a busy day.
All right then, every day.
Like, okay, on a
So what
busy
we-
day, I'm probably waking up from a nap because I usually don't take long. I don't sleep very long. So maybe like 2 hours ish. I'm around the clock. I'm around the clock. So I'm usually working around the clock.
You look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look.
Thank
That's
you.
how you look.
So I try to, just keep going because when I get excited about something, I get excited about everything.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Like
Yeah, it's
when
not.
it's like, especially when something that challenges me, I'm like, damn, let me figure this out.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'm just going, and I'm going, so I could be going the whole night just so I know it's got to be done. So I mean, a busy day looks for me working all day. I only watch stuff that I've seen a billion times on Netflix. Other than that, I cannot watch it because I will
'Cause
stand
it's
there and watch it.
distracting,
Oh,
huh?
I will stand there and watch it.
Girl, she
So-
telling the truth.
I have to watch stuff I've seen a billion times, or I'll listen to music. And other than that, I'm going like hair on my head. Maybe I like to wear everything even if it doesn't fit because I like to see it. So I'm probably just in like a t-shirt that I can easily remove so I can put everything on.
Your creative energy, is that, like you, I'm thinking that your creative energy comes from Africa.
Really?
From Africa. Or the Caribbean. Or your parents, are you just straight American, or do you know, are you,
We're more Irish than anything.
really?
wow.
Yeah.
So your what's your
Irish.
dad's nationality? American straight or Irish and American?
American, but it's on my mom's side. Like my great grandparents were Irish and Indian, so I mean, I just accredited it to being a Pisces, you know.
What's your birthday? February what?
March 8th.
Okay, I'm February 23rd. I'm a Pisces too. Yeah. Would you consider like your work, or your fashion? Would you consider that like works of art, or?
Oh, absolutely. I started off being an artist. I did rodeo art for all in elementary school, so it's an art.
Consider for the Houston Rodeo.
Yeah. And so
I'd like to see some of that. You used to have like, I'll buy it if you want to sell some of those pieces.
No, you know.
She's like,
And plus, my mom would never let you touch it ever.
Okay.
My mom would not.
Look at Daryl. Daryl's like, no.
No, he knows. Like I was heavy in art, and she would not let you touch those pieces. But I did rodeo. I've always been in art. Always. I can draw really well. So art has always been something that I'm like, how do I express myself? So
you draw your designs first?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Would you consider? Would you do this like? Would you post some of your drawings in an art gallery, and put some of your clothes on a mannequin inside of an art gallery?
Just wait till April. Just saying.
Wait till April.
Saying.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You know.
Rocky,
Afro Basil will be contacting you.
do you have like a YouTube channel?
Okay, so YouTube.
I'm looking at your page and I'm just like.
Before you answer that, let's take a quick break.
Oh,
Shout out to
okay.
our sponsors, Not Just Okay and AfroVibes Radio. Let's take a quick break, 5-10 minutes, and we'll be back with Rocky Boston. And we want to talk about Rocky Boston's existing or non-existing YouTube page. We'll find out after the break.
Good stuff, boy.
Black jersey.
Alright, we can get
You have captured my heart, baby.
Chi-chi!
I
Wizkid and
But I'm up to shoot my shot, baby.
Okay.
This is AfroVibes Radio Houston.
check 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's right. Welcome back to the Tea Club. That's right. Shout out to our sponsors, AfroVibes Radio, and Not Just Okay. I got Rocky Boston in the building. And fresh off the boat, that's right, Sierra Leone's finest. That's right, off of Escapade in Sierra Leone in Africa, in the motherland, is DJ Omer. That's right, world's biggest, baddest female DJ. That's right. I got bosses in the building today. I got Rocky Boston running Houston fashion. I got Dan Vero running reggaeton. I got Daniela running the whole of Cuba. And that's right, I got Official Sweetie running everything. And then I got DJ Omer as well. That's right, I'm a man surrounded by fire. Welcome back, that's right. We're back from break and we were talking about Rocky Boston's YouTube channel. Rocky, what's going on with the YouTube channel? Because Sweetie was asking you that, right, Mommy?
Oh, okay. So I was looking at your page, girl.
And
so,
your page is lit, girl.
Yeah, it's real lit. So
Mhm.
I seen that
And she's single,
when
girl.
you make the how you making your your
The
views
tutu, the
jump
Rocky
up
tutu?
more.
Rocky
So I was
Rocky
wondering,
tutu.
did you start a YouTube channel?
I did start a YouTube channel, and this guy over here has been like pressuring me so much.
Which guy is that?
This is my brother.
Your boyfriend?
No.
His name is Daryl.
No,
Do
that's
you
my
know-
older
I know-
brother.
What's up, bro?
I know, I'm just asking.
Yeah, Daryl. Is Daryl single?
Daryl is
That's what I
single.
meant.
Daryl's single.
I'm kidding.
Daryl, Vero's
I'm kidding.
single. Daniela's single.
He's not
Sweetie's single.
single.
Who's
He's married.
single?
I'm kidding.
Oh, he's married.
No,
I'm talking about, I'm worried about you, Rocky.
No, he's definitely married. He's definitely married.
Alright,
No,
Rocky.
but he pressures me every day to do the YouTube channel. Like,
As he should,
literally.
because girl, let me tell you, you posting those how to make like how if you do even like a
how-to-dos.
tutorial or just like what to do to get started, that's gonna take off. People love like how to.
And see, I keep saying like, okay, I'm doing. He calls me every day. I'm like, did you do your channel? Are you recording your video?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no.
It's hard to do.
Yeah,
I want to. It's just, I guess sometimes you don't know that people are gonna be interested in stuff, and then people are like,
You
I
never
love
know
your
until you
tutorials, and I'm
Literally.
like, they're not
girl, you
tutorials.
just
Rocky
gotta try.
tutorials.
Okay, literally, I just tried like not even a month ago. My mom, she was your bro in this situation. She was like, do the how to. Girl, I did my how to, and it's been a month. It's been up there, and they got like 33K. Everybody love how tos. They
So
want
what's your how-to? Is it on your...
how to start your business, how to start your lip gloss line. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, she's got her own lip gloss. Can we see your lip gloss line?
Yes.
I told her to make sure you get some.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I was just saying, girl, start your how to. People love that. And it's like sometimes even if they're not interested in what you're doing, they want to just see, how you
Yeah.
act. Like I love your
Rocky
personality, so I'm gonna
thing.
subscribe just cause of your mindset. Like I like that.
So you already got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6, 7, 8 subscribers right
And
over
then we
here.
all got followers, so we post.
Sure.
Oh, watch our video.
No,
Yeah,
I
and
wa-
plus
I
you've been on
wanna
the
do
Tea
it.
Club and you've been on AfroVibes too, so like
Sure.
you definitely love your stuff.
No, I want to do it. I guess it's just, I don't know. I mean, he does speaking, so he's like, you should be speaking, and you should be doing this, and I'm like, nah.
So Daryl, what does Rocky need to do to get a YouTube? Does she need to get an iPhone 11 Max Super Pro? Does she need to get a GoPro camera? What does she need to do to start doing these tutorials? Please tell us.
She just got to do it.
Yeah, but does she need any equipment?
Oh, do you need equipment? Oh, she need help. She needs some help. Somebody to film her, like I'm doing right now. Like what I'm doing right now. She needs somebody. I mean, cause she's doing a lot. She's got a lot of stuff going on. She needs somebody to kind of help assist her. So she just started an intern, right? She just hired an
So
intern.
you same mother, same family, right?
Yeah.
So like
Firstborn.
firstborn. So how was Rocky when she was a kid?
Huh?
How was Rocky when she was a kid?
You want me to tell her?
Spill the tea out
I'm the firstborn, so she do what I do. She's following in the footsteps of success. You know what I'm saying?
Where's your
I
outfit?
showed her the way. I showed her the way.
So you own your
where's
own
your
company,
own-
obviously.
Yeah. So
All these black
So I'm
people in
like-
Houston us own their own business.
Black excellence.
Shout out to all the black people, that's right,
out.
who own their own business. And shout out to all my Latin people that own their own business.
Yeah.
That's right. And shout out to all my African Americans that own their own business. And if you're from Iran, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
It was heaven.
Sorry.
Heaven.
But yes, go ahead. So what's your business?
So I started DJ Enterprises as an entertainment company. Basically what we do is we help people understand their gifts and you know, decipher the difference between skill set and your gift. You know, your gifts, your natural God-given ability. You know, so I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. And I played pro baseball, so I showed this one the way. So she's just following in my footsteps.
So you never worked for the man a day in your life.
He doesn't know.
That's
her
right.
as
Shout out to everybody not working for the man. Yeah. Gee. So Rocky, you're obviously proud of your family, proud of your brother.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when he got drafted out of high school to play baseball. So I went and got a job. So I was like, well, he got money. I need money too.
Right.
Yeah, DJ, you probably want to share some of that with us too. That's right.
Do you make men's clothes?
Okay, so I'm starting
Yeah.
to.
Please use me as a
starting
model.
to.
That's the same thing.
Yeah,
No,
please use
he
me as a
said
model.
that all
I'll
the
wear it. I'll wear it. Like that T-shirt is fire, by the way. It's
Thank you. It is.
fire.
It's a men's extra large, but it's for women right now.
I'm
But
always double X, so but I'll wear it.
menswear is coming. It's just I've been so focused on trying to like really establish myself and trying to figure out which lane I'm in because
Yeah.
I've finessed my whole life. So if anything's hard, I can figure it out. It's not like I'm gonna just like be over here like I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Gosh, no, I'm gonna finesse. I'm gonna figure it out. You tell me how to
That's
do
how
it.
you're supposed to do it.
So now I'm trying to figure out where my lane is, where I
Yeah.
want to be, because I can really do anything. I just, you know.
So I noticed that what you said is like the definition of your brand or your clothing line is like lingerie couture with a street edge.
Yeah, like sexy street tour-esque.
Yeah, I love it. Like, do you think like for the men's line, is it gonna be no? You know, like
Something simple.
The men's line is gonna be like on some like this is like the same kind of like as women like this is
T-shirt,
my regular
suits.
Yes, but it's gonna be like stuff that's like if you are really one of those like I'm a standout, I understand little accessories make a big difference on a piece. Like you know, you see a guy with like a black suit, but like the detailing on the inside is a big deal. You know,
Yeah.
they got velvet here and like they're not afraid to wear like a really nice bright flower.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
like
not afraid.
something like that.
I rock it with some lip gloss too.
There you go.
Kevin be
I rock it with your lip gloss, sweetie.
He be
That's
styling.
right. Bashing. That's right. Dan Vero's new reggaeton track,
Yeah,
and that's right. And Daniela and DJ Omo could be DJ Omo and I would DJ together, and Daniela could be on my arm.
Okay.
Fire! Gee. What about hats?
Oh, I have hats. My last collection, I just had all my models in my beanies. Like
Like
all
these.
of them, they were all in beanies, and the shades from Designs by Des, they were all in these. So
Need to block this.
that's my thing. Like it's very streetwear, but like very like sexy couture. Like
Can
you
we
wear
get some
back
of my
then.
ladies in your fashion show?
Yeah.
You know this show that you don't want to talk about.
I can walk through.
It's
Okay.
top secret.
We AfroVibes Radio would like to know a little bit more details about that and help you guys spread the word about your upcoming. You know,
It's
are we calling
coming.
it Rocky in the City 3?
Well, I'll say this part is a little tea for you.
Thank
It's
you.
called. It's gonna be called Tears of a Diamond, and that's
Wow.
Rocky in the City Part 3.
Nice.
So
Tears in a diamond.
Tears
Of
of
a
a Diamond.
Tears
You're
of a
right.
diamond.
Love
Not
it.
tears in the diamond, just
No,
tears.
not in the diamond.
Of a diamond.
Like, just think, like, how does a diamond
Daniela.
cry? You know, like, think about that. Just ponder on that.
Oh, I can think of a lot of ways.
Mm.
She's thinking sparkle.
That's right. That's where my brain
It's gonna
goes.
be Houston
My
based.
brain goes.
Definitely gonna be in Houston. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep.
What about New York? Are you doing anything in
I don't know
Wi-Fi?
yet. I don't know, because everybody's like, oh, are you doing Fashion Week? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll find out in a week or something. I don't know. If I go, it's going to be real last minute, but I'm going to pull it off because, you know, I finesse. That's
I think Houston needs a big. I don't know if it's a difference because, like in New York, that's where you get, you know, like Chanel, Balmain, you know, everyone coming together to, like, you know, maybe under a Mercedes-Benz umbrella, say, like, you know, Mercedes-Benz presents, you know, the Chanel, Christian Dior, whatever kind of fashion show. But in, like, Houston, we don't have, like, one centralized theme that just signifies, like, Fashion Week.
Well, and that's
It's
what we're
neat, but do you
trying
think
to
it's
do.
needed, though?
I think it would help, but I think that it can only be done a certain way. It can't just be random people coming together. It has to be the people who are leading in the fashion industry right now.
Like,
in Houston, to,
AKA Rocky Boston.
you know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it has to be the people coming together to decide that we're gonna, you know, do this. But everybody has their own individual agenda, which I think you should have that. But I also think if we all come
Yeah.
together and
Yeah,
decide
work
we're gonna
together.
make this bigger and we're gonna stop lowballing ourselves. We're gonna start keeping our prices where, you know, because, you know, if you go somewhere and somebody else lowballs their prices and then
It
you
kinda
got your,
messes up your money.
it messes up
Yeah.
your stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think if everybody kind of just, the quality, we keep our quality and we kind of just push.
Yeah, stay
Yeah.
consistent. Mhm.
Everybody just keep going, keep pushing, and keep having these exclusive events. Keep having these events that are like higher end and not just so casual.
Yeah, high-end events.
Something like invite only or
Maybe not even just invite only, just more so like
High-end, dress
if there-
up.
Yeah, if there's a theme, stick to the theme. If it's a black tie, really go black tie, you know?
Yeah.
And that'll be with the stylists in the city. The stylists, we gotta all come together and be like, if we're gonna style them, make sure that they're styled to the T too. Make sure you're reaching out to these other designers who have suits and get them in the suits. Make sure everybody's just, you know, doing the right thing. You gotta
It's
theme
needed.
it.
I
You
think
gotta
it's
look
needed.
the part. Yeah.
Because Houston's such a big city. It's over, you know, well, I mean, I don't know. What, how many people in the city of Houston?
I don't know, but
I think it's over 8
I don't even
million,
know.
right? That's over 8 million people in the city
Yeah,
of
that's a
Houston.
lot.
Of people. So it's like, there's not, we don't even have a fashion district. We got
No.
an art district. You know, you got people like yourself, Rocky Boston, you got Rich God, and then we have serious entertainers. You know, this is home of Beyonce, home of Travis. You know, Drake calls this his second home. If he's not in Canada, he's here. You know, like, and then where's our fashion? You know, where's our fashion industry? You know, like, we need that in New York. Like this, you know, like Supreme is New York
Yeah.
City. You know what I mean?
But they also have a garment district, and I think that's
In
what
Houston.
in New York. And
Yes.
LA. So
Yeah,
I
they
think
do.
that's what
The
brings-
garment district is in the fashion district.
Fashion
Yeah,
design, yeah.
that's
Oh,
that's
they
what
have
brings so
everything.
many people in is because like I want to make a trip to New York and LA for the garment district just alone. So if we had a garment district here,
In Houston.
it would bring more people to come. But we don't sell wholesale like that here. We sell.
We can because
we buy from them.
yeah, but because there's no need to buy from them because like technically New York is getting most of their fabric from where is, you know, if it's not China, then it's Africa. And Africa is the largest trading partner with the city of Houston. So for them to get fabrics in here, the fabrics will get to Houston faster than they get to New York because
And
Africa is
New York
like,
and
if you
LA
look,
are hubs as well. They're
Exactly.
Like in the points of the
like
nation.
Atlanta, and
Yeah.
that's right. So Houston's in a prime spot. It's just that I think that everyone is just so much focused on like, oh, I'm gonna get my money, hustling, getting my bag, and nobody's thinking about the community, like
Yeah.
what's gonna be around, like what we should do because music, even it's the same way in music too. It's like, you know, Travis would be here to be like, I'm
Yeah.
out. I'll see you in LA. You know, like Vera's like she's here, but she's leaving.
on the floor.
She's moving to Miami.
Yeah.
You know. So I think a fashion, definitely a fashion district, a garment district, or something is needed over here. I mean, what are you doing? Like, obviously focusing on your business is like, is there any other thing? Are you involved in any philanthropic work, community work? Is there something that you love that we don't know outside of your fashion?
Not so much outside of fashion. It's just right now I'm trying to get an army of mannequins right now in my studio so that I can have some sort of school type of deal to, pay it forward to a lot of people who are wanting to learn how to sew and wanting to learn how to really design, and teaching them how to design like by hand, and teaching them what I know and what I figured out. So that's my next venture right now, is to kind of build some sort of program for people that are really interested in learning, like really learning to further their business, so that they can come and they can learn. And some of the other designers, it's still in the works of maybe getting them to come in and teach a class.
So
even
everything
online
correlates.
programs, even online programs can sell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like people want to do it from the comfort of their home, from anywhere that they're at.
Yeah, I mean, online would be huge. I mean, because most people don't live in Houston that are doing it. And that's the part, I guess, I'm just like, I didn't think people really just wanted to learn from me anyways. But then, like, on a daily, they was like, hey, can you show me how to do something? Can I just come sit and look and watch? I'm like, okay, that's okay.
It's neat, like the Rocky, the House of Rocky, the House of Rocky, and then but in the House of Rocky, then you can have, like the Heaven Mozart brand, the DJ Omo brand, the Dan Vero brand. I mean, yeah, because it's like, that's how they did it back in the days. It's like you had one master teacher. And if there are people who are willing to pay to learn, where they'll be apprenticed underneath your umbrella, I think it's necessary. That's a way for you to give back. That's a way to even develop a stronger community. And now everybody has to. These yoga instructors do it all the time. It's like, I'm the top yoga instructor in the world, and it's like you have to take a $1,000 class a month, and you have to do it for like 6 months, and then now you could go teach the yoga that I taught you, but you always have to pay homage back.
Yeah, and everybody know your name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down to pay it forward, because at first I didn't really think I had a whole lot to offer. And then as I started learning and developing, I'm like, you know what? I want more people to be able to understand. So it's like, I want to open an atelier here in Houston, where it's like, it's a fashion house, where it's like you're doing everything in-house. You're learning all the machines, all the stitches, everything in-house, so that we can have some sort of district. Because if you go to New York, those people, they've been doing this since they were 5 and 6 years old, because of the city they're in.
Yeah.
It's a huge fashion city, and they have so many fashion events. But that's why I want to do it, because I don't think most people want to go to school. Not now, not anymore like that.
No, it's too complicated. It's too expensive, and it's like you don't even get the hands-on. It's just books. It's like it's not somebody physically teaching you. You're not on the streets. You're not communicating with people. There's no human interaction with it. It's just like sit down in front of the blackboard, open up this book, and take this class. It's nothing really.
And everybody doesn't learn like that, and that's kind of what happened to me. Is I just realized, I was like, this is not something I can continue. If I'm not learning, they don't really cater to your learning ability, and I'm a visual learner, so I dropped it, and I ended up doing what did I do? Retail management and art, just so I could just graduate. And I figured everything else outside of college, because if you go to
I did it too, with the swimwear.
you figure it out. That's the best way to go. I mean, that's why I kind of want to do like a non-conventional way of learning to a lot of people.
Yeah, and then you teach them your way. So
See? And so it's hard to get fashion students, because they're like, oh, I want to learn that, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not trying to double teach. So it's like, you're gonna go to fashion school, and they're gonna teach you their way.
Right.
Which a lot of times, from what I've heard, they don't teach you. They say, oh, be an intern, because school is not gonna necessarily
you gotta
teach
learn
you
faster that way.
what life is gonna teach you.
Yeah.
And with me, like my intern now, she just did her own fashion show the other day when we did J. Milan's show, because she was getting everything together. I had her running around to go pick up my beanies, pick up this, get this, and it's like you get first-hand experience, where in school it's just you're reading and learning. And you don't understand. You don't know.
You're reading and writing papers, waiting for your grade.
Yeah.
You're not in real life situations where you actually know how you're gonna react on yourself, like how you're gonna react under this pressure around these people, or like, because different crowds require different attitudes and different, like, let's say you're at some high-end, you can't be like, oh, yo, what's up? What it do, baby? I'm right here. Yo, you gotta be like, hey, nice to meet you, It's like different. It's like little things like that just change with different atmospheres that people need to realize as well.
Yep.
So, but back to one thing that I heard you say earlier about finding your lane. Like, I think that's one thing that lingered in my mind, because I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to find themselves and find what's their calling and what they're meant for. And you were saying that you were trying to find your lane. So expand on that a little bit on how you've kind of came to find that so far.
Well, I've come to find it, one, by a lot of phone calls. Like, me and my brother literally talk every day. He's really just my business mentor. He just doesn't charge me and send me an invoice.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of phone calls from people who kind of understand business and the business side of things, and kind of finding out where you fit in at. Because you go to school and I had to unlearn stuff. Because they taught me that, this is industry standard. This is what you're supposed to do. And I was like, but what if I want to make a paperclip dress? How am I going to do that? Yeah. They don't teach you that stuff is okay. And that's the stuff that sells. That's the stuff that people want to wear on the red carpet. They don't teach you that mindset. So you have to unlearn that type of mindset when you get into the real world.
Get rid of those bad habits that they teach you.
Well, I don't even know if they're bad habits, because I don't even know if
they're
just
traditional.
Yeah,
it's very traditional. It's not out of the box.
Foundation. It's
very
like
creative.
this is the way we built it. Yeah.
Jack
in the box.
Yeah, and I grew up being able to do whatever I want to do. Like, my mom was very she pushed us to find our lane and try different things. So when I go to school, it's like they're like, no, and you're not gonna make it if you don't know industry standards. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make it. And then I get out of school and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? I'm not gonna make it if I keep learning like that. I'm gonna make it if I become an individual.
Yeah.
And I start embracing what I like.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I branched out. Is I started learning, like, you know what? I like this style. I don't have to do that. I can do this if that's what I want to do today. And when you start working for yourself, you really start unlearning what someone else's mentality they pushed off on you is. And
but at least now you know that that's something you don't want to do.
Oh yeah.
At least it shows you, hey, this is something
I don't
that
regret
exists, and this is what other people are thinking, how other people are working, or people straight from school. And at least now you're educated. That's what you have to teach them as well.
Yeah, and that's what makes you different and stand out from everybody else, because you did it on your own.
I don't regret it at all. I appreciate the journey. So now that I know, so I'm not always in the back of my mind thinking, man, should I go back to school? I'm thinking, no. I want to teach people how I learned, because I kind of like it. I enjoy it. So I want to show other people, like, hey, you have, like, Picasso didn't become a Picasso because he, was
the traditional way.
Yeah, he followed someone else's way of doing it. He did his own thing.
Yeah.
And so many people ask me all the time, like, why don't you go on Project Runway? And I'm like, nothing against Project Runway. I love it. I love the idea of it. But I also know at the end of the day, Chanel didn't go to Project Runway and have someone telling her what fashion is. She decided what it was, and she told the people, and that's what it is. Mm-hmm. So why am I gonna go let someone else tell me? And that's not necessarily what it is. That's just how I think about it.
Yeah.
I just want to be fully an individual before I go let someone else tell me what something else.
Don't let any outside kind of influence change who you are and who your designs are representing. So I feel that.
And plus, when you teach other people, it's like you learning as well. Like, you constantly growing. So
So that's really
definitely. I feel like teaching definitely teaches yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, I could do this in a better way just because I just found out.
Oh, and then you won't forget it neither.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Would you like to style like powerful politicians?
Oh, absolutely. I'm here for individuals. Anybody who's going to be an individual and they come to me because
white, black, doesn't matter, Asian, Puerto Rican.
I don't have a race for my
And that's a good thing about fashion. And like sometimes I think maybe like from black designers you felt like most of them are like there's no discrimination.
Yeah.
It's like we'll take anybody in, but like I remember like in the past, Tommy Hilfiger would be like, oh well, my clothes are not for black people and stuff
but that's
like
who was buying it.
Yeah.
I mean, that unfortunately in the fashion industry there is a huge issue with black designers. That's why I want to be, and not so much the Versace or the Chanel, but I want to be on that level as a black female designer, because I don't see it. It's not there. I want to be that. So in order to do that, I might have to take some hits. I might have to thug it out for a little bit, but I think it's important to see representation of, especially a woman, because people don't realize this. The fashion industry is run by men. That's it. It's run by men. It's not run by women. And women have the biggest fashion week.
Not just,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, and I don't have anything against that. I just think women should have some representation in what we're putting out there. Women should be able to dress women and be on top.
Yeah, we gotta wear it.
Yeah, you know, so, and this is no shade to any other man or anything, but as for me as a woman, I would like to be at the level to where I can make a difference for women in the fashion industry because I didn't see it.
I think one thing that's missing is a fashion advocate, because I know like in Houston, obviously, you know, like you have Rich God, you know, who's doing his own thing. You know, you have you know, obviously Travis collaborating with Nike, having his own sneaker line and stuff. And maybe we'll talk about that if there's not enough time. Maybe we'll talk about it when next you come on the T Club. We'll talk about maybe like shoe line, you know, and accessory line. But I think like, you know, what Houston is missing is like somebody who has the knowledge of the fashion industry, from the haberdashers to, you know, the apprentice schools. And I think that you speak very well, and you have I know you say like, well, I kind of sort of went to school, but I think like your knowledge of the fashion industry from a white man's perspective all the way down to a black person's perspective is critical. And I think more, I think you need to speak out more, and you need to be an advocate for the fashion industry, for not even just Houston, for the black fashion designers.
Yeah.
Because you have like Dapper Dan is like, you know, how do we get in contact with Dapper Dan? And yes, he's designing all these things, but I would like Dapper Dan to like speak more about, you know, high-end luxury fashion designers, whether they're in Latin America, whether they're in the Caribbean, whether they're in Africa, so that we can kind of like understand, like, because right now it's like we are all so jaded by like, oh, whether it's Gucci, Prada, you know, and it's like there's a Rocky Boston that makes something completely out of this world. And it's like, you know, who's speaking? Who's the Malcolm X? Who's the Martin Luther King? Who's the Harriet Tubman of the black fashion, or should I say the colored fashion industry? Who is that person? But it's needed.
Yeah.
You know, we need an ambassador that can obviously advocate and get people to understand that, you know, you don't need to go pay, you know, $5 million for a dress, when you can have somebody custom make you a dress, and you can support a community that's growing, which is our community.
Yeah.
And I think you know more about the industry, and I think that's a position that's open for you.
No pressure.
What do you think?
No, I mean, I 100% agree. He's laughing right now because he literally just tells me this every day.
So you've been telling her that, right? Yeah, because you got the knowledge about it. Like,
no, I'm not. This isn't a new thing that I'm hearing. I guess it's just I'm just now coming kind of into my own a little bit about it, and just realizing I'm that diplomatic about it. I didn't realize I was this way until all these situations start happening, and it's like working with these designers or these stylists or these celebrities or whatever, and then it's like they'll tag Gucci, they'll tag Versace, they'll tag them, but then they'll ask you for your stuff for free, and then where's my tag? Where's my mention? Nothing? Okay. So they'll come after the smaller designers, seemingly anyway, and then, but they'll promote the bigger designers. And then it's like, well, somebody has to say something.
Right.
Somebody has to speak up. I mean, there's model advocates. There's people who speak up for models getting paid, but it's like runway shows, we don't make money off runway shows. We pay to have
for that.
You have to pay to be in New York Fashion Week. You don't get invited for free. You have to pay. I spent like $25,000 last year on New York Fashion Weeks.
It's not much.
And it's crazy. The models get paid and we don't. So when people are like, "Oh, is it a paid position?" I'm like, "Where do I get? How am I making money? Where do I only make money through my customers." But shows, most people charge the designers, pay the models, and then the designers are the ones who are asking to get stuff for free. Like, they come to us afterwards like, "Hey, can I pull this from you?" Well, okay, yeah, sure, you can pull it from me, but what's after that?
Do you have a PR? Because usually, you know, like the PRs.
I'm my PR right now.
Oh, okay.
Right,
she's a
right
boss.
now.
She's doing everything.
Not because I don't want one. I would love to have a PR.
Yeah.
You need
They're
someone who
expensive,
loves.
though. I
Yeah.
was paying like $800 a month for a PR.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
it was like not
Told
even
you, she knows how to
worth
get the
it.
bag. She got $800 a month.
It was not even worth it.
Can you give me $50
It
a
wasn't
month?
worth it. Like at the beginning, at least, it's not worth it. So
Yeah.
you're on the right track. Like I did that just to like get the faster route.
Yeah.
But they'll overlook your stuff at the beginning. Like if you're just starting off, you know, your pieces have to be like like literally like red carpet, and they have and then they have miles and miles of closets full of stuff that people just walk in and they try to pull it. Obviously the PR gets paid and you get paid like a portion of it. So it's kind of like not even fair, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Part of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I didn't. I'm like, whoa, okay. And I mean, ultimately, it's just knowledge is power. It's important to kind of understand the industry so you know what you're getting into. Because I tell a lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to be a designer. I'm like, well, what lane do you want to go into? You know, so ultimately, I just want to make sure that I am a voice for what I know and giving off the knowledge that I know and continuing my knowledge so that I'm able to spread it and help other people so that we can actually change the industry in Houston.
Absolutely. We don't have too much time, but I just wanted to mention something that you haven't thought about. Sorry about that, Gil. I know you stretched your hand, but I've already started the question. I can't cut off. So it's just a statement. Once again, shout out to our sponsors, Not Just Okay, and also AfroVibes Radio and Rocky Boston. But I think you should also look into like other continents, maybe like making the type of clothes you make, or maybe creating something different, maybe for like the African continent.
Yeah, I'm already on it. I'm a boss.
Well, that's our time over here with Rocky Boston. That's right, Rocky, unfortunately we gotta go, but tell us where we can find you, what we should look forward to, and when next you're coming to the Tea Club.
I'm coming next whenever you guys invite me, and you can find me on Instagram at rocky.boston, ROCKY.Boston, BOSTON. That's mainly where I'm at, so you can find me there, or on my website, www.rockyboston.com.
Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rocky Boston, that's right. On the Tea Club, AfroVibes Radio. Shout out to our sponsors, Not Just Okay, AfroVibes Radio, Rocky Boston. That's right. Shout out to Dan Vero, DJ Omo, Official Sweetie, and also Daniela, and also DJ. DJ, what's the name of the company?
DJ2 Enterprises.
And shout out to DJ2 Enterprise. Rocky Boston, you're amazing. That's right. We're looking at more for you in 2020. That's right. Let me give you my prayer. You're going to be rich. You're going to be a billionaire in 2020. Say amen.
Amen.
That's right. Jesus again. My name's Mozart. That's right. Good night, world. That's right. Iran. Sorry about that, but it happened.
Right.